Today we will see the use of the if statement. All of we are familiar with the syntax of the if statement in terms of C++ programming, where it is a kind of the statement in which a decision can be made depending upon condition is true or false. Same is applicable in a shell scripting also. Keyword if followed by the condition. If condition is true, what we want to do, else what something else we want to do. Every if has to be terminated with the fi. In a shell scripting, the condition has to be written in a square bracket rather than the parenthesis. Or instead of square bracket, we can use the keyword test to precede the condition. So here we will have one example. If keyword test, we want to compare A with the B. So equal to $A is equal to $B, then echo A and terminate if with the fi. When we are using the if statement, what data we are using, accordingly we have to use different options. If we are using the numeric data, then we have to use less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to, these operators. In C++, we are habitual of using these symbols as it is. But in case of shell scripting, we cannot use these symbols as it is. Instead of that, we have to use some mnemonics like -eq for equal to, -ne for not equal to, -gt for greater than, -ge for greater than equal to, -lt for less than, and -le for less than or equal to. But if we are using string data, then in that case we can use equal to and not equal to symbol as it is. If we want to compare two strings, then we can use equal to, or we can use not equal to symbol. If we want to check whether any string is not null, then in that case we can use the option N. Whereas if we want to check whether the string is empty, then we can use the option Z. When we are working with the files, then in that case we have to check whether whatever the file name we have entered, it exists. If it exists, then what is the type of the file? Is it regular file, directory, character device file, block device file? What kind of permissions the file have, read, write, execute? Accordingly, we do have different set of the options that we can use along with the file in a if statement. For example, option F is used to check whether file exists and it is a regular one. Option R to check whether file have a read permission. Option W to check whether file have a write permission. X for execute permission. D for directory. S means file exists and its size is greater than 0. Option NT to check file F1 is newer than F2. OT file older, and EF whether file F1 is linked with the F2. Now we'll see all these options with the help of some sample program. So for that purpose, we have to go to the Linux terminal. So now we'll see the use of if statement in a shell scripting. So we have opened one file and now we'll write down the script. So we'll ask user to enter two numbers. We'll accept those numbers in n1 and n2 variable, and then we'll try to display the value of n1 and n2 by using echo statement. Then now we want to see the use of the if statement. So as I said, condition has to be always enclosed in a square bracket. So opening square bracket, then give the space. The first operand is n1, then greater than equal to, second operand n2 and space. Don't forget to give the space between opening square bracket, first operand, space, operator, space, second operator, space, and the closing bracket. The keyword has to be on the next line. If condition is true, what we want to print, so $n1 is max. Else if condition is false, $n2 is max, and we have to terminate if with the fi. So we have terminated if with fi, and now save this program with the name max.sh. Now open the terminal window to run the script. So we'll run the script. So we have entered two numbers. We are getting the output. 45 is max. Now we'll see how the if statement can be used along with the keyword test. Just replace the square bracket with the keyword test. So after test, we have written the condition and now we'll run the script. So 5657 is max. So this is the way how the keyword test or square bracket can be used to write down the condition. If we are using this, then condition has to be enclosed in a square bracket if we want to use these mnemonics. Yes, it would be possible for us to use the greater than symbol also as it is, less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to, provided the condition is enclosed in twice rectangular bracket. So now we'll see the output of the same program after change. 12 and 45, two numbers we have entered. So now we are getting 45 is the max one. So means we can use less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to these symbols as it is, provided the condition is enclosed in a twice square bracket, or it can be written in a twice parenthesis also. So we have written in a twice parenthesis. Now we'll run the script again. So 234 is a max. So when we should use parenthesis and the square bracket? If we are going to compare the integer numbers and we want to use less than, greater than these symbols as it is, then we have to use the parenthesis. Whereas if we are comparing two strings by using less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to symbols, then in that case we have to enclose the condition in a square brackets. So this is all about the use of the if else statement. Now we'll see the use of the ellipse statement. So we'll say ask the user to enter three numbers, suppose n1, n2 and n3. So if n1 is greater than n2, n1 is greater. For else if we have to use elif. $n1 is greater than or equal to $n3, then n1 is max here. If n1 is greater than n2, then n1 is max. If n1 is greater than n3, sorry, if n2 is greater than n3, then n2 is max. Else echo n3 is max, and terminate the if with the fi. So this is how we can make the use of the else if statement also. So for that purpose we have to use the elif. So it would be possible for us to nest multiple statement also. So run the script. So 45 is the max, we are getting the output. So this is all about the use of the if statement or nesting of if else statement. So how the if statement can be used with the numeric data. So in next session we'll see how the if statement can be used with the string data and with the file data. Thank you.